Hello, my Panda pals, and welcome back to the channel. I am so happy to have my face back, filter and all. Today we're gonna be covering what happened on The Other Way, Season 6, Episode 10. So, let's get right into it. Let's start things off with Ingy and Corona. Corona has finally met Ingy's family, and now it's time for Ingy to meet hers.
Parents are so understanding and accepting. My family can be a little in your face and abrasive, and if you're not ready for that, it can come out as a lot.
Ingy, like always, is as cool as a cucumber, and Corona, like always, is not. She gives Ingy the full rundown that her mother is hard of hearing and not the gentlest of people.
If she hurts your feelings, I apologize in advance for her, because she definitely won't.
Ingy's over here thinking that Corona is over-exaggerating because how mean could her parents be when she's so delightful, completely forgetting the fact that she has been soft partnering him, aka pretending to be someone who she is not.
We can be some vicious ladies.
Like, I just can't see it.
You gonna learn.
Her mother is very vocal about the fact that she does not support Corona's move to Iceland, and that if she gets hurt or she does not get to fulfill her dreams, she's going to personally kick Ingy into the mouth of an active volcano.
She better finish school, or I'm gonna kidnap her and bring her back to the States. Did I tell a joke?
Then they get all lighthearted and laugh as they get to roast Corona together.
Let's get him in about a year. Then he'd be like, are you coming to get her? No.
Yeah, I'm gonna be returning Corona.
No returns, no refunds.
They ask him why he hasn't dated anyone up until now because that is weird, and he says that he thinks he's just enjoyed being single and taking his time figuring out what he wants in a partner.
But I've been really looking forward to like sharing my life with someone like Corona, so yeah.
Which I think is a fantastic answer, except Corona isn't even someone like Corona, you know? The women all joke about where that ring is, and Ingy's like, LOL, is it just me or are your balls getting sweaty too?
Hearing his response about marriage does make me feel that maybe he does not take this seriously.
Or maybe it's because you've only been dating for 4 months. Why don't we calm down? Corona starts to spiral again, saying that she gave up everything for him and he's not reciprocating her level of commitment.
Hi. Nice, this was awesome.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, popping up. We'll pop up together, yeah.
Moving on to Statler and Dempsey. After christening the van many times, the two head on over to a boot market, which is basically a flea market.
Since I've had to downsize so much, I thought it would be a quick way to get rid of some stuff and earn some extra cash.
They finally make a single sale, and Statler is like, so if by magic we sell all of this useless crap, how much money do you think we'll actually make? And Dempsey's like, I don't know. And Statler's like, but could you?
I tend to give of my finances. I'm trying to be more mindful of that.
You also have said, you don't need to work, I'll provide for you, I want to.
They get into a little tiff because Statler regrets setting incorrect expectations for the sake of being loved.
In an ideal world, I would just spoil the heck out of the person that I'm with, but in reality, I'm in a lot of debt.
And sure, she said she would provide, but only as a temporary measure.
I just put my trust in the universe. I will always find a way to make money.
You just know that you're gonna manifest a job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dempsey's like, I'm a YOLO bitch. And she suggests Statler take that giant stick out of her asshole because she has her last paycheck coming in soon and she has all the money that she got from selling her car, so it's totally chill.
I didn't know she had extra money from her car. In fact, when she called me, she was like, we need this money now or we're not going to get the van.
So obviously Statler is pissed that Dempsey acted like she had $0 because she had to ask for a $6,000 advance from her job so that she could pay for the rest of the van. The van that she has already covered more than half the cost of.
I feel like she kept this from me and she's just kind of flying past it like it's not a big deal. I just feel like I'm getting screwed over.
They get on the road and they do not talk about the argument that they just had, and Dempsey is upset because Statler originally told her that she would be taken care of.
Statler said she needs me to have a plan, she needs me to have income coming in soon. That just feels like a whole lot of pressure because that isn't what she'd said originally.
They go forth to pay $111 for their gas, which almost knocks Statler unconscious because she was not expecting to pay that much for a single tank of gas.
I'm in debt and the sole breadwinner. I somehow have less than her, but I'm contributing more. And if that doesn't say something about me, I don't know what else will.
So Statler finally brings up her concerns and she's like, I had to get an advance for this van because you acted like you had no money and you have money from your car.
You told me at the boot sale that you had some money left over from selling your car.
Yeah, which is like £500.
It was just a bit confusing.
And then Statler accuses her of basically lying to her and then hiding this money from her so that she could keep it all for herself, and then brings up how she paid for the majority of the van, but it's registered under Dempsey's name. Dempsey hits her back by saying that they had a full-ass conversation about this.
We spoke about whose name the van was going in, and it was in my name because I'd been speaking with the guy, talking, about the whole sale and everything.
And then she reminds Statler that she offered to put it on paper that should anything happen to their relationship, then they would sell the van and split the profits 50-50.
That's just not something you took upon yourself to do.
I don't remember that conversation.
That's frustrating.
I don't know.
Statler does not like being in this precarious situation where Dempsey could abandon her and then take the van, and she wouldn't be able to do anything about it because it's not in her name.
That just hurts me because you don't trust me.
Dempsey, I do trust you.
Do you? Dempsey starts to cry, and she is hella frustrated because she told Statler she could work for another 6 months to save up money, but Statler is the one who kept pushing her to do everything now because she just wanted to get up and go, and that she would financially support her, so it's totally fine.
If you're never going to trust me, the relationship won't last very long. I don't want to be with someone who doesn't trust me.
Moving on to Lily and Josh. It is a new day, and Josh is super frustrated about a fight that he and Lily had last night.
I think Lily understands me maybe 75% of the time. All her arguments are probably due to simple translation errors.
No duh! First of all, neither of you know how to speak each other's language fluently, so obviously you guys are gonna have a lot of difficulty understanding one another. Second, you only know like 4 words in Chinese. Lily can at least string together a somewhat coherent sentence in English, and you live in China. You are planning to live there forever. Maybe it's time that you put in some effort to gain some level of proficiency in that language. Lily is in her garden and she explains what happened to cause this fight. So apparently she was driving into the parking garage and a white light flashed, and Josh was like, whoa, what was that light? And then he asked Lily to drive out of the parking garage, loop around, and drive back in again so that he could show her the flashing light. And obviously she was super annoyed, but she did it anyway.
再开下来啊，我明白了，地下车库可能有那种闪光灯拍照的。
And apparently Josh did not like her response, so he was just in a sour mood from that point on.
不知道为什么他就一定让我去再看那个灯嘛？他依然是说。 我对他不爱，我会把他当垃圾一样扔掉。
Girl, you should. You should throw the whole damn man away.
Always reminding me that what she spends, I don't feel that she truly hears what I have to say. Because if she truly heard me, she wouldn't do it.
Bro, what do you want? You literally told her that you do not think she cares about you. So she is giving you examples of ways in which she does care about you. One of those ways is having spent a butt ton of money renovating her house in a way that would make you comfortable to live there forever. Just because she didn't reward you for noticing something in the world by sucking you off like a Hoover 2000 does not mean she does not love you, my guy, okay?
I know she loves me. I know she cares.
Do you? Lily heads back in to confront Josh because she is less than thrilled with how he behaved last night. And she wants him to admit that he is wrong and apologize to her.
Yesterday, you said flashlight because my English is not good, so I don't know flashlight what mean.
She says that he needs to be much more patient, and then he says, well, you always cut me off, so maybe you don't understand what I'm saying because you're not listening. Honey, she doesn't understand 90% of the words that are coming out of your mouth because it is a language she does not know. It is not because she's interrupting you. It is not because she's not listening to you. She literally does not know what it means. And then Lily tells him that she's super upset that he keeps calling their love a fake love. And then he says that sometimes it does feel like fake love because she won't shut up about how much she does for him.
I try best, but I think we are not happy. If we are both feeling unhappy, do you think we still live together?
Josh says that it feels like a stab in the heart that she's willing to give up so quickly on their relationship, and she tells him that she wants to feel loved by him, but she just doesn't.
Maybe sometimes I don't do it properly, but I will fight and do whatever I need to do to make sure we last.
Then learn her language. You have no job, you have no friends, you have no money. You have literally all of the time in the world. Take a damn class.
但是呢，这不是他第一次给我做出这样的口头承诺了。I will not be in a loveless marriage.
Moving on to James and Meitalia. It is officially move-in day. James is not excited.
I can't picture myself living here. The room we're moving into, it literally looks like a prison cell.
They go ahead and put up some wallpaper, they put down some flooring, and now it looks less like a prison cell, but it's honestly not really much of an improvement. They still have a whole lot of work left to do. They head downstairs to give out some gifts to the family, and Tata's heart is absolutely breaking watching James play with her nieces and nephews because she knows that he does not actually want to have kids.
Seeing James playing with my nephew is like seeing our future. If we have a kid, I know James is gonna be a great dad.
You know, that's kind of debatable. I don't think either of you guys are ready for kids. You guys need to develop a lot more emotional and mental maturity before you bring children into that mess. Also, I want to point out, just because a person is being friendly to a child when that child is on their best behavior, that doesn't mean that they're gonna go on to be good parents. I think one of the important and very difficult things about parenthood, and obviously I'm not a parent, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's being the bad guy, right? Your kids want to pursue things, want to do things, want to experience things, and you as the parent have to assess, is it safe? Is it okay? Do we have the funds? All this other stuff. And sometimes you have to tell the kid no, and they're not gonna like that, and you're gonna be the bad guy. James notoriously is very bad at being the bad guy.
I know this is a conversation that they're going to keep throwing at me time after time after time. I know my doubts about having children, it's not going to go over well.
And last but not least, we have Sarpurrr and Shrekinah. Shrekinah wakes up in a hotel to a bunch of texts from little Sarpurrr apologizing profusely. She tells us that she thinks that the fight happened because Sarpurrr was super embarrassed he did not get her a birthday gift when she got him one.
I told him after we met with his parents, now we're gonna go home and I'm gonna give you your gifts. And I think he was panicking because he didn't have anything to give me.
She says this was a very unpleasant side of Sarpurrr, and it reminded her of her past traumas with a previous ex who was also physically aggressive. But obviously, Sarpurrr is unaware of her past because he is a little jealous baby and he does not want to hear about anyone else that she's ever been with. Sarpurrr wakes up and he is drenched in regret. He tries to justify his angry outburst, saying that Shrekinah was the one who didn't like any of the vanities that he had scoured the internet for, and he was also overwhelmed with telling his family about the K-1 visa.
I overreacted. I mean, when I grabbed her phone, I understood at that moment. It was totally a mistake. I could handle it better. I could be more calm.
I mean, knowing and doing are definitely two completely different things. And that, my Panda Pals, is all I have for you today. Next week, it does seem like we are in for a lot of potential hitting the fan, like a potential divorce, a potential breakup, a potential firing from a job. Like, there's just a lot of potential. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below. And if you like this episode, I hope you guys will subscribe and give this video a big furry thumbs up. I'll catch you guys for the next one, and as always, thanks for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye!
Bye.